How to create columns in Squarespace. Hello guys and welcome to this new tutorial. In today's video, I'm going to show you how simple and easy it is to create a specific column into your Squarespace website. The process is going to be very easy and very simple. And the first thing that you need to do is to head over squarespace.com, sign in for an account, and then you're going to see this page. After that, you're going to head over your account dashboard, and from here on the account dashboard, you're going to see the list of the websites that you have. So this is the account dashboard. I'm going to show it to you real quick. So this is it. Make sure that you're going to work on a existing and non-expired website like this. So we are going to click on go to website. Once you're here, what are we going to do? Basically, we're going to head over the page that we want to add at these type of columns. It is going to be a very easy process. So we are going to add some shapes because in the last few years, we used to add some spacers to create columns. And these spacers are going to be making some transparent columns, and you can go ahead and control the width of each column and also the length of it. So since Squarespace has removed the spacers and I cannot find them in here, you can only find some notes, or not notes, but basically you can find some lines. We're going to use the shapes. So we are going to click on the website or the page that we want to add that specific column to. For example, I'm going to head over here. We're going to add it into the home page. So we are going basically to add in here a specific, let's say, a section, or a section that is going to be empty. So we are going to add from here a blank section, and that blank section is going to be fully customizable for us. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, and maybe we are going to change the background color of it. So, or let's see here. I'm going to set up this as, let's see if we can change the color to something like maybe like this. This is better. Now, what we're going to do is to add from the blocks, click on blocks. You're going to add shape. Usually, I told you before that we could added the spacers, but unfortunately, when you're going to type in a spacer, you're not going to find them. So we are going to use shapes, and these shapes could be modified. As you can see here, we have multiple shapes. As you can see, styles. I'm going to use only the rectangle one because we can go ahead and modify it for the length and the width. So let's make this as a first, as you can see here, shape, or this first column. Why I have added the specific, as you can see, shape, because we can write down on it. So I'm going basically here to add another block, which is going to be a text block, and I can go ahead and add it in here. So I can go ahead and control the text block within the shape. So this is something that we must have in order to create something called columns. So I'm going to here duplicate this column into four columns, or three. Maybe we're going to make it three columns. So I think that this is even. Now we can go ahead and add a little bit of text in here. So I'm going to divide or duplicate the text. I'm going to add it like this. And depending on the purpose of your column, you can go ahead and put whatever element that you want also. So for example, you can go ahead and put here or add another block like an image block, and you can go ahead and make it a little bit smaller so it is going to fit well with the specific block in here. So you can go ahead and make it like that, or make it a little bit bigger to cover all the column in here, for example, like that. I'm going to divide that or duplicate it three times, and we are going to get three specific columns. So if you want to make that column a little bit longer, so you need to select it only. I'm going to make this column, for example, a little bit longer, and the text is going to be in here. Now, What can I do is to add or start adding the images. So we're going to have here some images to have. I'm going to add this, maybe add image. Boom. I'm going to add the other images in here. So basically this one, this is a, as you can see, wide image. Preferably we are going to make it maybe a little bit bigger. So I don't know if we can stretch it, but it doesn't matter. So we're going to put it as like this only. So this is the deal. You can go ahead and put it in here on the corner or wherever you want. So let's make it a little bit smaller like that. And we're going to put it at the middle. And finally, depending on the, as you can see here, the length or the width of the image, you can go ahead and see some of the gaps showing up. And here we have, as you can see, this is wider, this is a little less wider, and this is less wider. So now what can we do also? Basically, I am going to write down some text. Like here, I'm going to double tap, select the type of the paragraph or the header that or the heading that I'm going to put. I'm going to write in here presentation or pre, for example, presentation one. I'm going to copy and paste the text for the others. So we're going to have it like that, presentation 2. And here we're going to put it as heading 3, presentation 3, for example, just like that. And from here, we can go ahead and align the text. For example, we can go ahead and align it to the middle and this too to the middle. So we are going to have it in here. So something like that. And then we can add some more elements. But here you can go ahead and add some blocks, amaze yourself by adding some blocks and etc. But I highly recommend for you, if you're going to have here a text, go ahead only and duplicate it because it is going to be much faster. For example, in here, I'm going to edit that text. I'm going to put it here, not in the middle, but we are going to put it as a paragraph. This is a paragraph 1, maybe 3. So we're going to have it like that. I'm going to select all of these elements or this text and start modifying it like something, presentation test column number 1, for example, or something like that. And we are going to copy and paste the text. And from here, I'm going to select this one, this part. I don't know why it did that. Please let me modify that because it is not paragraph 2 but paragraph 3, please. So it is going to be given the as you can see here, the specific um, the dimensions for the column, and it is going to have at least here the specific, as you can see, adjustment for the text. You can go ahead and modify, as you can see here, the specific text lining and also the numbers or the, as you can see, numbered list and etc. So this is how basically we can add or create some columns. So this is going to be a basic thing, not a very advanced thing, but we can go ahead and deal with it. So for the color, you can go ahead and modify the color of the, as you can see here, the a specific column. So I'm going to head over here, click on modify, and then we can go ahead and modify the text. For example, choose something like this. So I'm going to put this orange. This, you need only to click on the, as you can see, specific column. So you need to either put the text away or the image away or any of the elements that you have put. And then you're going to put it back just like that. A little adjustment will not hurt. So like that, select it. You can go ahead and put the color of something like this, not like that. Maybe this gray. So this is pretty much it for this specific section. We can go ahead and add the or add the footer by adding some blocks, and these blocks are going to have the shapes also. So you can go ahead and give yourself a shape like that. You need to differentiate this. So basically, do not forget to set up the borders of the specific, as you can see here, shape. So you can go ahead and modify the, here we have the stroke. So I'm going to give it a little bit of stroke. So it is going to be appearing in a shape of a column. So why did I do that? As you can see in here in this section, it is going to be distinguished by the color. But if I am going to have here the footer, for example, we have the same color as the column. So how we can go ahead and distinguish that? We're going to put some stroke in it. So we have here the thickness of the stroke. As you can see here, we can go ahead and drop some shadows or not, or add some blur or not. It is up to you. You can put it as a discontinued or dashed stroke, as you can see, or the normal stroke, just like that. And then you can go ahead and add your blocks as much as you want. Basically, that was all for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed the content, and I hope to see you soon on the next one.